Hello everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tarawente here, and I will be showing you guys a oracle that I have gotten at some point last year, maybe in the summer. And as you can tell by the title, that oracle is named Rainbow Brainskull. It is published by Andrews McMeel Publishing, and it was created by Nazer. And let's just check out the back here and what it says. The Rainbow Brainskull Oracle Deck, thoughtfully designed by artist Ramin Nazer, was created with the intention of helping you reconnect with your higher self. Complete with a unique and eclectic 72-card Oracle deck and a companion booklet, the Rainbow Brainskull Oracle Deck aims to help you explore subject of creativity, science, philosophy, and death using an explosion of electric colors and irreverent and insightful text. Ramin believes that when we see the bigger picture, we make better decisions and become more in tune with the flow of life. So charge the deck with your unique energy and see what message Rainbow Brainskull has in store for you. So, like they mentioned on the back of the box, it has 72 cards, which is pretty awesome. And it's very simple in terms of the what we'll call package sauce, to borrow the term from another YouTuber, but it's also pretty cool. We open it clam shell style or book style or clam shell, however you want to call it. You can see the magnets here at the back. Nice hollow. I did read the guidebook before opening the deck, just to have an idea of what the guidebook is like, and you'll take a look and we'll take a look together as well. I do like the box being all pearlescent like this, this rainbowy effect. I like that. And here is the guidebook, again very simple and in a black background, which is pretty cool. And the deck, again, look at the rainbowiness. I like that, on a silver set. So we have some hollow, and the back of the cards, which simply just has, we'll call it a logo, just for the purpose of it. So, and obviously it's obviously I shouldn't say obviously, because no two oracles are the same, but there you can't flip it upside down. Not necessarily that you need it to, because of what the cards are and how they are designed. Yeah, there you go. So we will cut through the chase and we will zoom in and take a look at the cards. So there is 72 cards. I don't know if I will necessarily say out loud all of them, because just for example, just looking at the first card here, which is relax, is still just the loading screen. It is, the brightness of it and how brightly colorful it is. It's not that difficult for me, who wears glasses, to read it from the distance I'm at. So I think this should be good. Oh, and also in terms of the cardstock, it is a good cardstock. Cartony, is that a word? Cartony? Cardboardy, I think that's the word. Has a good flexibility, not too rigid. So let's start with the first card. So this is definitely a bright, colorful, as I'm talking about something that's more in a gray palette type of thing. But it is short, sweet, to the point, but the art carries the message too. So forever to wherever you will go, the choice is always yours to vibrate high or vibrate low. Oh, that one even rhymes. And it feels motivational too. Oh, making sure that I'm okay. No. This one here says there is more where that came from. Okay. They kind of remind me of posters that I would see either on the school walls or the walls of the school library, or just the municipal library. So maybe not necessarily this message, like it's your responsibility to expand instead of just contracting, but something, let's see. So it's not that one either. See, some of the otherworldly, that one I would find it maybe more in one of those art shops, or the artist like the artist corners of the like a neighborhood or something. This one also is pretty cool. Oh yeah, see, that would be a good example. So create right now, not just during soft good times. So maybe the school poster maybe would not have that last part, not just during soft good time, but they would have like create right now, you know, to encourage kids to explore what they like and things like that. Oh, that one is nice too. Just because they put a square on your head doesn't mean you're not still in school. So in a sense, you're still learning. It's not because you got your degree or you're out of it that you stay where you're at. I've heard of that saying. I've heard that saying said, maybe not word for word, but something similar. And that one does make you think, if you actually stop and think about it. But it is definitely thought-provoking. This one has no saying, but I think the image kind of speaks for themselves. It look, you know, I would say that this little character is perfectly content playing with rocks. Maybe, you know, it doesn't matter that, you know, all of this is going on in the background. They're happy with that, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it would depend on your frame of mind, your play, like what state of mood you're at the time you get this card. So too many ideas, same as no idea. This, in other words, analysis paralysis. Too many things to think about, and you just don't know what to decide on. That is me. Oh, this one too is interesting. That'll be actually strange. So the thinking mind acts like it's everything, but it's not. That one too is interesting. Jumping is scary, saying frozen is scary. This is about the same feeling as well, also, as like I mentioned a few cards back, of analysis paralysis, when you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And then you don't do anything, and then you're worried about not doing nothing. I like that twist here. I can't make it fun. I'm just not gonna be able to do it. I can't understand that feeling. That one is interesting. Good night. Also, you didn't get enough done today. I have that train of thought sometimes, you know, when it's like during the weekend where it's just a slower, you kind of do your little chores, whatever else, or it's one of those days when you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna do nothing, and before you know it, it's the end of the day, and you're like, oh, I did plan to do X, Y, and Z, but at the end I did nothing, and then you start thinking that you didn't have enough time, but you did. You were just lazing around. Let every cat out of the bag. which might not be good if it's like something about spilling the tea necessarily. But for other times, sometimes it's a good thing to do that. Oh, this one feels interesting. This one is like busy but colorful. Oh, that one is a good one. Accept how you feel, then move through it. Make something stupid, throw it in the box. I guess in a sense, this one is kind of saying, you know, just try something, or, you know, ask that thing you want to ask and then just learn from it. Show up, quite to the point. And I do like and appreciate that the background is just plain white and there's as much white space as possible, which gives you focus on, you know, the color, of course, because it's all in the middle, it's there in your face, but at the same time you're not overwhelmed. If there were, you know, just colors because it colors everywhere, it's kind of a little bit of a rest. It's a nice balance, I'll say, between there's lots of color and then something more plain. Still not feeling enough. Which at first thought you would think is not so good of a thing, but you know, you do have to fail to win some. Not enough. The everyone story. Ooh, that one, woof. That one it got me. Interesting. Two connection is the only game. No decisions, just grooving. Extremely slow long-term growth. That might be like, is kind of hinting at trusting the process, you know, not rushing or being impatient of not seeing the result. That one choose pretty nice. Just throw time at it until it's a thing. Yeah, that one, I have to remember that one every once in a while. You know, when you have a project or a hobby and then you're like, later, and then you wonder why it's not done, because time was not thrown at it. This, I will definitely say it, to me, it feels motivational, but at the same time, gently I don't want to use reprimanding, but it's like a gentle kind of like, hey, like straighten up type of thing. This one's interesting too. See, if I were to get this card, I would probably think like, yeah, I've been maybe a bit too much of a couch potato. I need to switch speed and do something else. So a thought-provoking type of deck. Ooh, this one. Who cares if we become nothing? We were all once nothing. That one. An interesting one, because you could kind of, you know, sometimes you worry about like, oh, I'm not gonna be nothing or make nothing of my life, and then you worry about that, and then, you know, sometimes if someone tells you this, you might take it badly. But maybe this one is kind of the way here, how I'm reading it, would be more in a mood of kind of lowering your anxiety or your stress about. Like, not every, like, you can't be a celebrity here and nobody can be something like that. That one's kind of funny. Right ends, choose your arm position. I'll say well, I haven't been in a roller coaster in ages. So if I were to go on a roller coaster now, I'm pretty sure I would be this little blob here. Back when I was a teen, I'd be somewhere here. And if there were a third option, there should be like a little green blob, like all dizzy and with nausea. Because depending on the ride, sometimes I come out there like, that was a bad choice being on that coaster. Imagination and reality are scheduled to be inverted. Interesting too. Would you be nervous performing for a galaxy you'd never see again? And naked on top of that. One thing at a time. Something that I tell myself you know what? I probably should blow this one up and post it on my room, because this is something I have to tell myself every once in a while. Like, one thing at a time, lady. You're not an octopus. I love control. Wish I had some. This one too, I like. This one, hold on, let me read this one. Interesting. And how you know that's what you want okay. How do you know that's what you want exactly? Okay. That's another card. It's okay, we're not supposed to do it. This one, I kind of put it similar to the other one about it's okay to be nothing type of thing. I feel it's kind of similar, that one. Why is this me also? When you have to change something, you're like, can't we just not change things? I'm tired of the change. No change. Alright. Think of things another way. Growing, falling apart. There's probably a link between those two, but I'm not seeing it right now. I don't remember what the guidebook said about that one. It's been a couple months since I read it, so. You're not supposed to always be happy. Let happy sleep. Cards are sticking a little bit, probably most likely because of the foiled edges. So hold on, what does it say? Okay, this one, the font, I will say it's a little bit small. There is no such thing as the end, only the strangest change there has ever been. Okay. Well, I think I can kind of I see what's going on. Evolve into non-complainer. But complaining is like a national sport, especially here during the winter. What? You have to complain about the snow. Ooh, that one is a good reminder. You choose every piece of content you consume. And see, this would be the type of poster that would be in school. Or like the guidance counselor. Yes, that one, guidance counselor. You choose every piece of content you consume. Just make a decision already. Okay, yeah, so the story can move forward. Analysis paralysis. Chose, do your thing. Right. Okay, this one is small. It says, it'll never be perfect, so I'll leave it blank and let the earth slowly consume me. Ugh. Oy, 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 oy. The number of times I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, and then you do nothing. This is another analysis paralysis. That one is good too. You get to control so many atoms. So AKA you get to control your body. Oh, and how you have different moods. Sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're pensive, sometimes you're sad, and sometimes you're just happy, and that's okay. Being out of ideas is just another idea. That one's interesting too. So this one, I am brand new plus teenager me plus childhood me plus baby me plus source. But would you be brand new if you have all of those inside of you? Or is it as you grow into a different age period, you're brand new? Maybe that's the thing. I guess I do stuff, but I don't feel like an actual thing yet. That's again in one of those lazy days when you kind of don't do a lot of your day and someone asks you, oh, what have you done today? And then when you think of what you've done, you're like, oh my gosh, I've only, eaten, had a shower, and I don't know, like a third thing maybe. Watch TV a little, we'll say. And you're like, wow, and it's already 7 at night. What have I done? Yeah, I can get that one. Oh, this feels like a 7 of Pentacles to me. What are the things you care about? It ain't always going to be dirt. I don't know, it kind of makes me think of the 7 of Pentacles. Just, invest in it, tend it, and then, it'll come with time. Oh, look at that. There you go. We have the little skull there. So death is just one character I play. My real name is Change. Oh, that's an interesting way of thinking about, I guess, the Grim Reaper or death, however you want to call it. And so here we go. We have now completed the flip through of Rainbow Brainskull Oracle. Very interesting little, big little, thick little deck. I do like all the messages and the colorfulness, and it's it has a touch of childlike fun. Some of the message kind of have a childlike fun quality to it, but others will, if you take the time to read them, will definitely have you kind of stop and be like, oh, hold on. There's something more to this. So now shuffling it. Oh, I think I did mention the cards are matte and the finish also is matte. So I do not have issue in shuffling them. Doing the riffle shuffle, bridging them, it was like slightly stiff, but nothing terrible. So let's see if we can have a card, and then we'll take a look at the guidebook. The guidebook is very simple. That I'll say that right away because I did read it a few months ago, so I remember that. It's very simple, and the little write-up on each card is also very simple. It all holds into one page, and you'll see it. Okay, well, there you go. This one flipped up. Here, because I know they're short, I'll even do a second card so you can have an example. So the first one we got is number 52. And let's see if we can have a second card. It shuffles nicely, at least. go. Nope. And the second card, unless it doesn't want to do a second card, then fine, and then it will not do a second card. Okay, there you go. This one flipped. So we have number 52, which is the more you create, the more the universe is. And number 34, still not feeling enough. So again, the guidebook, very, a thin little thing, flexible cover. When you open it, it has a tiny little write-up. So the Rainbow Brainskull Oracle Deck is designed to help you reconnect with your higher self. In the eternal realm outside of time, all is well. When we see the bigger picture, we make better decisions and become more in tune with the flow of life. Begin each day by consulting the deck and learning where you need to focus your energy. You may consult this book for a detailed description of each card. And so really, there's no table of content because, like I said, it's very to the point. So literally, you go to the back, you'll have this, and then the credits and dedication. So if we go to card 52, and the nice thing is that the number aligns with the page number. So we go to number 52. We have a little picture of the card here. And for number 52, it says, the universe needs your creativity if it's ever going to grow into its full self. From our tiny perspective, there's already more than enough content, but the universe is hungry for more. After all, that's why it made you. Yeah. So I'm reading this as an encouragement to create, to try things, to put things out there. An encouraging card type of thing. Now, if we go to 34, there, look at this. This is so short. I think, is this the shortest paragraph in this booklet? Probably. So, still not feeling enough. Your behavior may be too rigid. Get wild and go make something explode. For science! So, I mean, this, and plus these go well together. It's like, go do the thing. Like, make something explode. Like, blow it up. Where's the fire? Where's the lighter? Burn. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna getting sidetracked here or getting pulled by the energy of this deck. It feels very like, go and do, encourage. But think about some things, but go. And so here, I mean, what can I say about the descriptions? They're so short, they're to the point. It's almost to encourage you, like it's giving you like, a little bit of thing, but it doesn't go and wax poetry so that you're reading and like, oh, maybe it's that, maybe it's that. It's almost like it wants you to use your gut reaction, your gut thought. Gut thought doesn't work because it's in your head. Your gut reaction and your first thought of, what comes across to you when you see these cards. And so see these two cards being together. I feel it's a nice match. And so for this oracle, you can use it by itself, a little like pep in your step type of thing. Maybe to set up a question. If you have a question, like you can set it up with this first and then your tarot spread or whichever else, or you do that at the end to kind of close it all together. I mean, there's so many ways that you could use it really, or whether you want to do it a card a day, whether you want to have a theme, etc., etc. With this type of deck, my first action or my first gut action would be to use that by itself. Like I mentioned, some of them, they kind of read like those posters in the school hallway, the guidance counselor, some kid, teen community center type of thing area. But even then, they're not, the sayings are not childish, if I can say that. There's still something to make you consider something, to kind of go, ah, you know what, you're right, that's true, I should try this, I should try that. It's a little bit like this other oracle I deck, now that I'm thinking about it, which is called the brutally honest oracle. Whereas that one, the brutally honest oracle, this one is, you know, there's like f-bombs throughout this deck, so it's definitely in your face, like you're like, wisen up. This one is wisen up nicely, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to think what tarot could pair well, and I kind of want to be like, you know what, pair anything with it, because it's, because kind of not feeling enough, like make it explode, truly, for science. Don't even worry about the colors matching, the background, the mood, just like fling it all together, like throw it to the wall. But I would be tempted, if I were to look real quickly at my collection, if I were to think of maybe 2 or 3 real quick, I'm going to fetch them and I'm going to come back and show it to you guys. So give me a moment. Okay, I am back and I got my 3 decks. 2 that I've decided sensibly, and one that I kind of went like, you know what? Just pick that one. Not that I would call a nonsensical choice, but it's kind of an out there. So the first one, let me just assemble the cards here. All right. And then just kind of go like this, because usually that's what happens if I decide to mix an oracle with a tarot. Oh, I probably should show the deck. So the first one, the Sweet Foragers Tarot. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, kind of cartoony, colorful, round edges in the drawing, if that makes sense. It's not too sharp. So I was thinking, you know what? I think this could be this may be a thing, maybe. So I don't know why I'm mixing, because I'm making, anyways, habit. So here we are, here, I'll even, so we can see it a bit more. And I kind of like that it's a big oracle card and a small tarot deck, just for a chance. So it would be something like that. Throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. If nothing sticks, hang out in the pile. Got a 4 crystal. And looking at it, another thing that I'm liking is here we have quiet background, busy background. So I'm digging this. I'm digging the background complementary. No, what is that word with complement? How the two complement each other in terms of background. There we go. So whatever uncomfortable thing that is in front of you right now at this moment. Well, maybe here, you know, if you want to bring an end to the chapter, or you're kind of stuck at the end point, you haven't put a period at the end of the sentence, maybe because you haven't completed the work here. Oh, here, see, we have like small and busy, but then here bright and a little bit calmer. So kind of interesting. I dig it. So here, let me put this away. The second one, which to me was an obvious because, well, you know, you'll see right away why. Rainbow Tarot. So Rainbow Brainskull, Rainbow Tarot. It's I mean, you gotta, pretty much. So Rainbow Tarot is created by Solazo. This is the mass market version. So the guidebook was created by Cyril Jarrell Johnson. So here, I think, again, it's color for color's sake. Rainbow Oracle, Rainbow Tarot. So to me, I'm thinking, but why not? Oh, look at that. Extremely slow, long-term growth, Seven of Pentacles. To me, I will say, good pair. It matches well. So here, maybe what I like is the scene here takes the whole card, not the whole page, the whole card. And here it's kind of centered for the most part. Some will do take the whole page, but this is pretty cool. So here, oh, this is interesting too. Oh, and the color kind of matches in the yellows. It's not the exact same yellow, but the yellows are there. Connection is the only game, Four of Cups. So maybe if, you know, you're kind of feeling, what's the word? Despondent? Or kind of like, a general blech. And it's just that there's something emotionally that you haven't connected to. Either you're refusing or you're not doing it. I'm liking this match. I'm liking this match. Yeah, just throw time at it until it's a thing. Keep some hope. I like it. I like it. Very interesting. Okay. So this one I like. This is the what I thought in my head and what it was in actuality matched up, and very nicely at that. So this was the Rainbow Tarot. And the third one, which is a bit of a kind of follow my train of, this is a follow my train of thought here. And see if you can follow, if this works out, if you can kind of pick up what I'm putting down, or if you think I'm completely out there and this is making absolutely no sense. So I've picked, I've picked the Wildlands Tarot. The reason being, so this is what I had in mind. I'm thinking already the Wildland Tarots, which by the way was created by Leah Shulman. This is, should I call it? Well, it's indie. Okay, it's mass market in the sense that you can get it. I believe they do have an Amazon page and you can get it on their website, but it is independent, like it's an indie publisher. Okay, so you know what, for the sake of it, we'll call it indie. So again, back to my reasoning. It was that, you know, you have pictures that you're taking from this strip, because this deck is kind of a, you know, it's created with photograph, well, at least for this edition, it's photographs that are layered together, and other you know, foil accents that are all over it. And so every time I see this deck, or I kind of go through it, it makes me think kind of like you go on a trip and you take pictures of, you know, points of attraction, things that you find nicely. And then sometimes when you share it on social media, or if you have if you do scrapbooking, whether physical scrapbook or online scrapbook, you know, you'll add like little decoration, you'll add stamps, you'll add titles, you know, little notes, and then you'll add stickers. And that's where this Rainbow Brainskull Oracle comes in. So this, in my head, it was kind of like, you know, the stickers that you kind of put next or on the pictures that you put in that scrapbook, or you post on social media, kind of like, you know, that you share. So I hopefully I make, you know, this is how I'm explaining it. I'm hopeful that it kind of made sense. You kind of see where I'm going with the approach that I had in my head. So the Ace of Ankh. What is Ankh again? I think this is Wands. So let every cat out of every bag. Oh, okay, I can speak, I promise. The Ace of Ankhs, which I'm pretty sure is the Wands. You know what? Before I say something stupid again, or I put my foot in my mouth, I should say. Let me just double check here. Shoot, hold on, let me check in the guidebook real quickly. See, no, it's not wands. It is wands, cups, ankhs. It is swords. Okay, so ankhs are swords. Let every cat out of the bag. So the ace of swords, ankhs, could be, you know, about this great idea, this thought-provoking idea, this thought-provoking like thing that needs to come out, a truth even. So that could work. Five of ankh again, so the five of swords. Interesting. And how you know that's what you want exactly? So in other words, in my head, I'm like, are you sure that's a good idea? Are you sure you want to do that? Because that five of swords. Yeah, you want to do, like, are you sure? Like, you sure that's gonna go the way you think it is? You sure that's gonna go well? Then what is it? It's okay. You're not supposed to be doing anything right now. The three of coins. Maybe if you're asking about some work or collaboration, you know, it's okay. You did your part. Let the other, like, let the other one support you or something like that. Who knows? Don't do everything to the next thing. And so it's, and I don't know, it's an interesting, is it considered a contrast or a opposition? An opposition effect between something that's drawn and essentially a photograph. I mean, both could have been made digitally, you know, whether through Procreate or whatever else. Well, maybe less this one, but, you know, something that, let's say, is handmade and something that is more digitally put together, something that you could come across in real life and something that you won't. So show up, death. That's an interesting link between those two. So yeah, that is my my follow the process. Yeah, follow my process / trust the process link. Wildlands Tarot and the Rainbow Brainskull Oracle. So there you go. Do let me know what you think of that matchup, because I am curious to see what y'all think about that one. So there you have it, the Brainskull Rainbow Oracle, published by Andrews McMeel Publishing and created by Nazer. Wait, what was their first name? Their first name is Ramin. Ramin. I am having fun with this oracle. I already know I'm going to have a fun time with it. This, I could definitely use this on people where, like I mentioned, the other oracle deck I have, the Brutally Honest Oracle. If I didn't want to, you know, inundate people with F-bombs and, you know, cuss words and things like that, I would take that. I would take this one because I think it has the same effect. But, you know, the same, like, it's two spokes of the wheel that are heading to the same, in the same direction towards the center, that are getting to the same point, which is kind of a gentle shake, to be like, shake your head out of it. If that makes sense. Does it make sense? It's nicely colorful. The cardstock, I do like it. It's nice and sturdy. Like I mentioned, a good flexibility. I'm not too worried. Well, maybe if I'm too gung-ho in riffle shuffling, I might by accident kind of overbend the card. But other than that, if you take care of it, it should be fine. The edges, they are so nice. I like it. And I've shuffled it a little bit. It doesn't seem to have I'm not seeing scuffs or things like that. Very simple, deceptively simple even, I will say. Because just looking at those, I kind of want to think about it, and you're like, oh man, okay, maybe it's that. And depending on the decks I want to, or the tarot decks I want to use it with, whether I want to use it alone, whether I use it a tarot deck, I'm sure it feels like it'd be an interesting conversation, whether I do it alone, whether I do it with another tarot deck. So with all that being said, let me know what you think of this Oracle deck. Thank you so much for spending the time with me to go through the flip through of the Rainbow Brainskull Oracle. I will put down in the description, as always, where you can get it. More likely than not, Amazon. Of course, if you have a local bookstore or tarot/metaphysical store, take a look-see there. They might have it. You might be able to order it there, whichever way. Let me know what you think about it. What would be your pairing? And I would almost do a challenge. What out there tarot deck would you match this oracle with? So, by out there, for example, I decided to go with Wildland Tarot, which maybe not be the first one you think of. So you can't use, but you have it. Hold on. I was about to slip into French here. Let me just make sure I'm still speaking in English. So by out there tarot, I mean, sometimes we have like first choice or what we consider our obvious choices. So instead of going with the quote unquote obvious choice, what's out there? So for example, I do Wildlands. So maybe another out there matchup could be this one with, I don't know, Ethereal Visions. Although, that could be out there, like Ethereal Visions or a quote serious deck. So have fun with it, because as it says, throw it at the walls, explode things for science. So with that, again, thanks for watching. Put all your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys. Bye.